Welcome back to the TheYuckCast. I'm Nick the Bull Sand here with Shake and Bake and Colin Berger. We have a lot of things to talk to you guys about today. So yeah, Shake, Berg, how have you guys been doing?
Doing good, doing well, I guess is the proper terms. But episode 8, this is episode 8. We're doing good.
Woo!
Mother's Day, everything was good. Been outside a little bit more. Trying to get some sun, man. My mother keeps telling me that I look like pale, like a ghost. I guess from the winter. So I got to get outside more. So yeah.
Bro, moms be like the meanest with roasts. Like my mom has roasted me worse than anybody ever. Like it's crazy.
I mean, my mom's being honest
be roasting
though.
Like,
you? Not really. She's just being honest. Like I do look pale.
Yeah, I know.
Need more sun.
They're honest roasts, but like they roast at the same time. Like,
what about you, Berg? How was your little Mother's Day weekend?
It was peachy.
Peachy. I like that. You get her a nice little gift. What'd you get her?
You know that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I like that. I got my mom's a little fan that you can plug into her iPhone. It's actually kind of cool. I got one for myself too. And like, you ever seen those? They literally just plug in and they spin. They're really cool. I got her that and like some other small stuff. That's good for the summertime, like towel and some other nice stuff. But yeah, what about you, Nick? What'd you get your mom?
I got my mom a few different things. So I got her these like cup holders that are like inflatable and they float in the water.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
that's good for the pool.
Yeah, good for the pool, good for the lake. Also got her these really, really fuzzy socks, like super fuzzy, super soft. Because for Christmas they got me some. Yeah, they got me some for Christmas, and she tried to steal them from me. Ooh. So I was like, all right. And I remembered, and then Mother's Day came along, and I got that. It was also my dad's birthday, too, so we had a lot of things to celebrate. And
what'd you get him?
I got him, he really likes, like, cool socks for, like, work, so I got him
So you just went to the sock store. I like that.
And I got him this nice Nike polo shirt, nice Nike golf shirt. So,
wait, what? Who did you buy gifts for?
His dad as well.
My mom and my dad.
What you get your dad gifts for on Mother's Day?
It was my dad's birthday.
He don't be listening.
Mother's Day. It was the 13th.
Oh wow, that's wild. That's wild.
I bet.
Yeah, so...
What'd you get me?
My
birthday's coming up.
Mother's Day gifts. I thought that was some...
Since you buying everybody gifts, what'd you get me? My birthday's coming up.
Right? My birthday tomorrow.
Birthday's not tomorrow, Berg.
My birthday's definitely coming up in like a week or so.
Birthday might be tomorrow. I have no idea when Berg's birthday.
Mine's in 11 days.
You know what I'm getting you? I'm gonna get you, what am I getting him? I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get you a drink when we all go to Vegas. When the TheYuckCast takes on Vegas, I'm buying you a drink,
We're not
boy.
going to Vegas.
That's probably never happening. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Why not?
Beck's a married man.
Well, and the TheYuckCast is not taking off very well.
Oh my gosh. See, this is the vibes I don't need. I actually went to a casino for the first time this weekend, and I had a blast. Casinos are fun, man.
Wait. Oh, you went to a casino? How? You're not 21. Oh wait, or are you?
Yeah, I've been 21 for like
shit.
4
I forgot
months.
about
That motherfucker old, bait.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
I'm old now, bro.
Old.
Like I'm.
All right, so
I'm getting
how much money did you bring and did you win?
Bro, I'm be honest. When I went in, I was like, the max I'm spending is 100. I didn't want to spend too much or nothing. So I got in. You sign up for a card. They give you $5 for free. Spent that $5 pretty quick, and then I had $16 in my wallet. Used that. Got that up to like 45 with that 16. I was like, all right, I'm balling. Then I lost all of that. All of that 45. Just boom, 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 boom.
Are you serious?
Going right. Yeah, things are going right. So then I was going to the ATM. I was about to take out some money, and then when like you pick the amount of money you're taking out, and then at the end it's like there's a $6 charge to take out this money. I'm like, oh hell nah. Like I ain't spending $6 to take out $40. Like nope.
That's how the convenience fees are. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, but like $6 is a crazy fee. Like
it's usually more than that, to be honest. Like it can usually be like $20 to $30 depending on.
That's insane.
Yeah, because like there's bank fees, ATM fees. Yeah, there's a lot of fees for that. That's where they get you.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So my grandma, I went with my grandma. My grandma really likes the casino, stuff like that. So I went with my grandma and my father. So my grandma just lent me $20. I spend that 10 on this one machine. That thing was not hitting. Then I go to this machine called Buffalo. And Buffalo,
Buffalo
was with the shits. Yeah, it was like every time you win on Buffalo, it's really dope. It makes this like noise. It's like Buffalo, and it's like really exciting.
I thought you were gonna make a noise like a
Do
buffalo.
that again. Do that again.
Buffalo. it's really fun. It's a blast. Honestly, it's a blast. So I was balling on Buffalo,
epic,
man.
buddy.
I had my last $10 on Buffalo, and I got that up to $115.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
and
so
you walked away,
balling,
right?
And then I started losing a little bit. So I ended up cashing out at like $70. Paid my grandma back. So I ended up at the end of the day I was up 25. So
damn, that's a lot of effort for $25. But as long as you have fun, I think that's cool. I enjoy going to casinos too.
Yeah, like it's just a really good way to like spend time and use time. Like you don't have to spend that much money to have a good time at a casino. So I had a lot of fun.
When we did Atlantic City, it was pretty fun. Again, I think I was spending maybe like $100 every time. I went up a couple times, down a couple times. I probably finished down like $10, $15. Nothing that serious, but I didn't really care, to be honest. It was fun though, just the entire experience, and they give us free drinks too while you're there, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that with your place, but yeah, casinos are fun. I suppose. I mean, I think I know my limits, so I'm not like a dangerous gambler. Like I feel like some people are. There was kids in our high school that were like dangerous gamblers, and they'd like spend tons of money on like scratch tickets and things like that, which is kind of crazy.
Your scratch offs are a blast.
Those are okay, but I've never won anything on those. I know people
Really?
who have. I know people who have won like 20 grand on them. I've never won anything. I know someone. I think they won 50 grand. They got a new truck and everything. Yeah, I've won nothing on those. I've won maybe $2 at most. So yeah.
I won $50 on one before.
Wow, I've never even come close to that. I've gotten them for Christmas. I've gotten them for birthday. I have never won anything. Yeah, so I've maybe won $2, and I don't even think I cashed it. But yeah, what you been eating this week, Nicholas? I know you love to talk about your food. I saw some. You had, I don't know what it was. You were at a restaurant that looked pretty tasty. I think it was the other night or something. What were you eating?
I'll be honest. I had a ton of amazing food over the past
Keep
week,
this
man.
shit short, nigga.
We went to like 3 different restaurants.
What was that one
probably.
restaurant that I saw that looked really
Which one?
good?
The Italian one? We went to Maggiano's,
it
right?
looked very
Maggiano's
good.
I
was
love
super
Maggiano's.
fire.
I've
Their
never heard
bread's
of it,
amazing.
It looked good.
I got this really good drink. I got this really good pesto pasta with these chicken meatballs on them, and the chicken meatballs were insane,
Never heard
amazing.
of chicken meatballs. Interesting.
Oh, they were so good. And then on Mother's Day, or the day before Mother's Day, we had ribs. Like as a family, we went to my uncle's house. He made ribs, and the ribs were super fire. And then just 2 nights ago, actually, we went out to a restaurant. This was on Mother's Day with my parents and my brother. And we went to this restaurant, and the menu was really cool. They had these amazing soft pretzels, and like the menu was really
that
cool,
was what I
the
saw.
Food
That
wasn't
looked
that good.
Those look
Yeah,
really
the soft
good.
pretzels were fire. Them shits were amazing. But like the rest of the food, like I got this like interesting pizza that wasn't that good, and me and my dad like split the pizza and split a burger. The burger was trash. The pizza was like it looked better than it was, so it was kind of disappointing. But I had a lot of really good food this week.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was like, bro, you know how like sometimes you get a burger, like you know how you could tell if it's like a fast food burger with like just the quality of the meat and the size of the patty.
I usually can't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like the burger was kind of cold, like it didn't have much flavor, like the meat was like thin and not good, like I don't know, it was just whack.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was really disappointing, honestly. The restaurant's menu was super dope though, like
dude,
upsetting.
I went out to a restaurant. Me and my girl went to Ruby Tuesdays. I think it was on Saturday or something. So we get there and we're talking and we're not really noticing how long we've been there before. Like we already ordered like an appetizer and a meal and stuff, and then like all of a sudden I go, damn, we've been sitting here for a while. I look, it's like, we've been here for like 30 minutes, I think. And I'm like, damn, no appetizer? That means the appetizer's going to come out right with the food. So I was like, that's not the best situation. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And then luckily, the manager actually comes over with the appetizer right then and there and said, man, the appetizer's on the house. Sorry it took so long, which was really nice. That was like a $14 appetizer we got for free.
What was the appetizer?
But you got it late?
Well, yeah, we got it late. I mean, it was 30 minutes. It took 30 minutes before we got it, but then it was nice when I got there. It was free.
What was it?
It was, if you go to Ruby Tuesday, they have like a triple appetizer thing. It comes with chicken, like little chicken.
It was like a
bites.
sampler.
Yeah, it comes with this like really good cheese and like red sauce dip. That's really good. It's almost like a pizza thing, and it comes with like little pizza bites that you can kind of dip in it. and it comes with onion rings. It's pretty good. I just like the chicken, and the dip is pretty good. But yeah, that was kind of cool. I've never had that happen before. Like, we didn't have to complain. The manager just came over with it and was like, "Yo, this is for free. Sorry it took so long." So that was pretty cool. That guy's a good manager. So
yeah.
That was kind of nice.
A lot of people get mad when restaurants mess up. I love when restaurants mess up because, like, usually you're getting some free food out of it. Like, more times than not, you're getting some free shit if a restaurant messes up. Like,
it depends. I just don't like the hassle of it.
Yeah.
I don't like the hassle of it. That's my thing. When they mess up, usually you gotta... I don't like having to tell the waitress, and the waitress, she's like, shit, these people ain't tipping me now, or something.
Yeah, then you worry about them fucking over your food, planning your food.
Yeah,
like
that's my thing, too.
I don't think about that part. I don't know.
I overthink it a bunch, and then it's like, it's not her fault, it's the kitchen, or maybe it was her fault, and you don't even know. I don't know. It's just too much that goes into it. But yeah, it was a good Mother's Day weekend. A nice little weekend. I spent some time with my family. It was fun. And it sounds like you guys did as well. Let's move on to the Q&A section now that we've gone through our weekends and everything. Everybody's all good and updated. What would be the best NBA Finals matchup we never got to see? Ooh, that's a good one. I would say LeBron and Kobe. We really should have gotten that a couple years ago. We should have got it when Kobe was playing the Magic that year, but LeBron, I think,
these are dream NBA Finals, not the best finals we never saw that actually happened.
Oh, yeah. So, like, your dream scenario. I think that that one would be really good.
That's no fun. How the fuck you beat Bron and Kobe?
I would
That's what I was going to say, too.
Who, Jordan and Kobe? 96 Bulls versus the Warriors?
If we could pick any team, like, versus each other, I mean, I guess, that's a tough one. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's a good one right there. The Bulls and the Warriors. Or, like, the Celtics and the Warriors would be cool to see, too. The 2008 Celtics against the Warriors now. Oof, that would be crazy to watch. But there's a lot of good matches. Or even the Heat versus the Warriors, too, with Wade and Bosh in their prime. You don't think that would have been good?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? I think that'd be a good one.
Those Heat teams, like Wade or Bosh, were always hurt.
And they had Ray Allen off the bench. I'm talking like they're all healthy and good to go. Like a good matchup, a good series.
That'd be dope then.
Oh, man. Like, this is going way into the, I guess, fantasy realm, but imagine if we could have everyone who was on that OKC team, as good as they are now, playing against any other team. That would be really cool to watch. I don't know how that would even work, but that would be cool.
So we're making fantasy teams now.
I guess. Bro, I mean, it's a fantasy scenario, isn't it?
I really wish we could have seen LeBron's teams at full strength versus Durant's teams at full strength before Durant was on the Warriors, because we never got to see that. Like, that would have been fire. Like,
yeah.
Would it have been fire?
Yeah.
What Durant team were you talking about that was decent?
Yeah, what team are you talking about?
The Durant team that had Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka.
Yeah, but they were full strength.
No, they weren't.
Who was hurt?
Harden or Westbrook got hurt in that finals. I don't remember who, but one of them got hurt, and they got busted because of it.
I mean, I think they were going to get busted regardless there. Like, they just were too young. That LeBron was on a mission that time, too.
Yeah, you're right. That was LeBron's first ring, wasn't it?
I think so. He was on a mission, though. That's all I know. That was their second year, and yeah, they were pissed after losing the Mavs the first year.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
He was a man on a mission.
Yeah, he was on a mission that series. I remember.
Yeah, I would have also like just like the fantasy matchups, like the 96 or 97 Bulls versus like the Heat with like the super team Heat.
Yeah,
with LeBron.
that would be cool.
I feel like that would have been like the best matchup ever.
I think it would have been nice to see.
I think the Warriors honestly are better than both of those teams. Like, I think the Warriors are the best team ever.
Would have been more competitive than any team versus the Warriors. That Warriors
I think a Spurs Celtics matchup would have been pretty good too. Like,
that would have been like crazy boring to watch.
Stop it.
No. For basketball fundamentalists, like just the fundamentals of basketball, like it would be so well played. Bless. The games would be so close. Like, I don't know, that'd be crazy.
That'd be one of the most boring finals ever. Like, what?
Nah, that shit would have been so good. The games would be so good, trust me. But yeah, I think that's all we got for this one.
On to the next question. What's your worst experience with a company?
Ooh.
Anyone got any good ones?
Man, I mean, I've had some bad experiences with some companies, but recently Amazon was like just a pain in the ass. They sent me a package that was not what I was expecting. I bought a treadmill. Instead, they sent me just like a bike, like a random bicycle that you ride outside. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And so, like, I had to call them, like, multiple times to tell them to send me the treadmill. and take this shit out of here. I don't want this. And they were trying to get me to bring it to a UPS store. It's a massive box. Like, it's huge. It wouldn't even fit in my car. And, like, then they were like, oh, you got to call and schedule the pickup. And then I would have had to pay for it. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying for this random package. Like, I'll leave this shit outside. I don't want this shit. So, yeah, eventually they came and picked it up. But I'm sure I've had worse experiences. But it was a pain. I had to keep calling them and UPS. And just a nightmare. What about you, Nicholas? I'm sure you've had some poor experiences.
Bro, I've had so many trash experiences with Comcast/Xfinity. Like,
really?
They have screwed me over so many times. The internet goes down for like weeks on end. And
damn.
Then at the end, like, you call them, you give them hell, you talk to them for an hour. They're like, all right, we're going to compensate you. We're going to compensate you. Then you see they add $10 to your fucking account after your internet was down for 2 fucking weeks. Like, I've had so many trash experiences with
That's
Comcast.
Ridiculous.
Like, yeah. Like,
what about you, Berg?
I haven't really had any bad customer service experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I think one time I kind of got fired on my day off, which was kind of tragic. But that's about it.
On your day off? That's weird.
How?
It was a miscommunication with the schedule. So I came in one day when they actually had me scheduled, but then they were like, oh, the schedule's wrong. You're not supposed to come in today. So I came in mad early, like caught the bus at 5 a.m. and shit, got there at 7.
Damn.
And like, you can go home. I was like, okay, bet. So the next day, I guess later on in the evening, they had scheduled me for the next day tomorrow, and I didn't show up. So the next day I show up, I got fired. And I was like, yo, I didn't even know. And they was like, yo, you should have called in. And I was like, what? That don't even make sense.
What did they say? What did they say? They were just like, yo, you don't work here no more. Like, get lost? Like, what did they say? That's so weird.
Buddy just told me I missed the day. They had to cut down on numbers. And I was like, yo, I wasn't even scheduled. And he was like, you should have called in and checked, which, like, I had never done before. Like, I think they just wanted to fire my bitch ass. I don't know.
It sounds like they really had it out for you, it sounds like.
Yeah, like, definitely got me out of there. It's tragic.
Damn, that's awful. We got one more question.
You fell into better things, Berg.
This is a good question, too, I think.
Not really.
We have a few more questions. The next one is, what advice can you give me, a graduating high school senior going into my first semester of community college this fall? #TheYuckCast. Some advice. Make sure to focus in class, man. I know my freshman year of college, I was not really focused, man. I wasn't involved. I wasn't paying attention. Like, I showed up to my classes, but, like, I was on my phone most of the time. The big difference between high school and college for me was, in high school, the teachers cared. Like, they wanted you to succeed. Like, they're kind of, like, almost making sure you were involved, paying attention, not on your phone. In college, like, those professors, they don't care at all. Like, they're getting paid the same regardless. You're paying the same regardless. Like, they don't care if you fail or pass. So, like, you really got to make sure you're in class engaged. I would suggest turning your phone off. And, yeah, man, just focused in class and getting all your work done. Because I know my freshman year of college, I did not perform to my abilities.
I would say the number one thing that I could remember just from my experience, because I did do a semester at community college, did not go over well. One of the things that if I had to redo it, I wouldn't have been working at the same time, because that made it so I got no sleep. And I think sleep was actually, like, huge key, because, like, it's hard to show up at 8 o'clock if you didn't sleep the night before. Like, you got to get to bed in nice time, wake up nice and early, get there on time, and do your homework, your assignments, and all that stuff. Just be prepared, honestly. Give it an effort. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If you don't give it an effort, you're going to get bad grades, and I mean, you shouldn't be surprised really at the end. Like, as long as you try and show up on time, you're there, you're trying. Talking to new people, I'd say, is a good thing too. Trying to make relationships, friendships in the class and stuff. That's always a good way to, I guess, start off the year and just be prepared, yeah. What about you, Berg? I know you've been hitting a lot of classes nowadays.
What was the question?
Some advice you'd give for someone going into their first semester at community college.
I got no advice for them niggas.
Why you ain't got no advice?
All right, I got a few more.
What do you do? No, that's it. Like, we're on to the next question.
I got some advice. No, I'm giving this dude advice. Like, let me give him advice.
If that motherfucker's come down to get advice from the TheYuckCast, school might not be for him.
No, I am a great student.
Leave that shit in the podcast. That's actually hilarious. I'm sorry.
I'm a great student. Make sure to use your resources, though, man. Most teachers, most professors, they have office hours where if you have a question, you could go in and get help. Also, don't be afraid to create study groups with your fellow classmates. And the biggest thing is, before you sign up for your classes, go to ratemyprofessor.com and just check out the teachers' ratings so you don't get stuck with trash teachers. That's a big thing about
really
college.
Get to choose with community college, sometimes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Really. You don't get to really. Nah. With
I've been to community college for 3 years. I got to pick every single one of my teachers.
We didn't get to
the
choose,
way it works.
Really.
Oh well, most places you do. So yeah, use Rate My Professor. See what the teachers' ratings are. Pick the good teachers. It's a big part of it because some teachers are a lot easier.
Alrighty.
The last question, though, is if the Celtics go to the finals, can they beat the Warriors?
They could. I think they could. Why couldn't they? It's anyone's game. The Warriors are good, but Celtics actually match up and play the Warriors really well. If you watched either of the games they played versus the Warriors this year, I think they split. They won one at home. They lost on the road. But even in the game they lost, it was a close game. I think they lost by maybe 9 or 10, but it was a close game throughout. They don't have Kyrie. That's obviously gonna be tough. They had Kyrie for both matchups, but Rozier stepped up, playing well, and they match up really well against them because they can play the small ball and everyone can shoot and score. So yeah, I do think they could actually beat the Warriors. They just got to get there first, though. Got to get there first.
No, they can't. What you got, Berg?
I got no. What's the next question?
I'm mad at both
All
of
right,
you.
no more questions. We are going to move on to a different topic. We're going to be talking about the 2K League. It was the first week of the regular season for the 2K League this past weekend. And I don't think it is doing as well as the NBA or 2K would have hoped. The numbers are definitely down from the opening weekend tip-off.
That's expected, though.
That's
That's expected.
It's expected, but I don't think they were happy with the opening weekend tip-off numbers either.
Why would you say they weren't happy? What led you to come to that conclusion?
The fact that they're using locker codes to try to get more people in there.
That's just basic 2K marketing.
That's usually a sign that shit. That's usually a sign that things aren't going too well for a 2K thing. Usually they bring out as a last ditch effort. Bring out locker codes.
What kind of codes they dropping?
I want to say they were giving out PDs in the chat.
Really? Oh wow! I
know they were also giving out locker codes for free stuff on my park. So free Mavs GG uniforms on the park.
That's pretty cool though.
But yeah, the numbers, I know there was a bunch of times in the stream where there were only 2 or 3K viewers. And yeah, I think they expected a little bit more. And them using locker codes this early is not really surprising to me, but it's kind of crazy that they're already doing that. I expected that to happen a little bit later, but they're already trying to bring them out, trying to get people back on there. But the thing is, a lot of those people, they'll come in for the locker codes, and then when the locker codes are done, they'll just leave. So maybe that is a sign that maybe the final product isn't that good if people aren't staying.
Or maybe it's just a new product and they're trying to get more eyes on the new product.
Yeah. It's a good product, too. It's been good. Every time I watch, it's actually pretty entertaining.
Did you watch any this weekend?
Yeah, I watched Kuda's game. I was watching Kuda's game on my phone. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was a good game. My goodness, it was a really good game. Really good finish. Holy crap, that was crazy. And I watched some of the highlights up on their Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, they were good games this weekend.
Yeah, I only watched Kuda's game. I wasn't really interested in any of the other games, to be honest. And I don't like the way they're doing it either. I think it's kind of ridiculous that a team's going to be flying 6 or 8 hours to New York every weekend for one game. That's kind of crazy.
That's where the studio is. If they did it with cameras from their home, they all would be like, "Oh, this isn't high class production."
Yeah, it's really good production-wise, though.
I'm not disagreeing with the studio setting. I'm disagreeing with only one game per team per weekend. I think that's crazy.
Honestly,
tops. That's crazy.
They really, yeah, it is a little wild. It almost, they should have just had everybody live in New York. Would have made it way easier.
The NBA players play one game and they're on to the next city.
That's the NBA, though.
This is the NBA fucking E-League.
Yeah. Yeah, but with NBA players, they actually have to be there, though. They have to be... at the certain arenas and stuff like that. Whereas they're all playing all the games in New York. They could have all been living in New York, too. Wouldn't have been that hard. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Like,
I think the problem I have with the 1 games is we all know 2K. We've all played 2Ks for years. Dude, winning a game with 2K could be a complete fluke, especially in 1 game. Like, shit could just not be going right for you.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty apparent watching. Like, you've definitely seen some things where it's like, oh, this team is taking a bunch of good shots. Them shits aren't going in, or they're just having whack turnovers. Like, we've all played 2K. We all know how that goes. So it's like a 1-game series in games that I guess means so much. Like, I think it would be a lot more... I think it'd be a lot better if they had like a 3-game series every weekend, or if they had multiple streams going on and they segmented them so
they can't even
you
get
could see
views
the
for
endings.
1 stream. How are they going to get views for multiple streams?
I don't even know. I don't know how they're supposed to get views, nor is it my job to find out.
I don't know. I don't mind the setup of it. I think it's okay, but
The viewers are fine. I don't know why people are like harping on the viewers. The viewers are fine.
Well, I'm just
I don't know
saying, like,
how big y'all thought competitive 2K was, but it's fine.
I don't think it's that bad. I think I want to see more stuff behind the scenes and like what are they doing for the whole week that they're not playing on these games. That's what I want to see. So I want to see more content from guys. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're doing all right though. It's not a bad start. You want to move to the next
I'm kind of
topic?
surprised that more people aren't doing content, but yes.
How many people did you expect to be watching this fucking league, Nick? Like, how many?
True.
Dude, I don't think I ever set an expectations. I just didn't think it would be
the league
this.
obviously isn't living up to your expectations view-wise, though, so what did you expect?
When they first announced it, I expected probably like 15K.
That's what it's getting though.
No.
What?
You
When I
thought it
tuned
was
in,
going to be
like
15K stream.
15K was their peak. But the thing is, also,
tuned in, it
this
was
is a
like
bad
12K.
What did
sign
you base
too.
that 15K on per stream? What did
I
you
don't
base
know.
that
That
on?
was just
They
like
used to
it's
get
the
numbers
NBA.
like that
It's
when
2K.
they streamed in the
yeah,
2K streams.
like they
got
used to have
numbers
hype
like that.
around it. Also, a problem that I see is. As the weekend progressed with the tournament stream, the viewers went down. In all competitive sports and in all sporting events in general, as you get to the championship, viewers are supposed to go up. People are supposed to care more. And they didn't. Like, the championship game wasn't the most watched game, which is kind of crazy to me. So I think that's not a good sign
Well,
at
because
all.
not the final championship. It's just some small tournament.
It's not the
I think
final
by the end of the
championship,
year,
but it was the first
But it
ever. Like,
is a
people just wanted
tournament.
to tune in at first, see what the fuck it was
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, see, I think
Like,
by
it's
the
a
end of the
tournament.
year,
In the
views will
future,
keep
the guys
going
that
up.
are actually interested in that shit, more of them
Yeah.
are going to be watching the championship game than some of the preliminary game.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I
as
don't
the
know.
year
I just
progresses,
thought that
it'll
was a
go up.
bad sign.
All right.
So over the past week, I saw a bunch of people complaining or giving their thoughts on this topic. It's essentially Ninja deciding not to swear as much on his stream just because he knows he has a mostly child audience or a large child audience, and a lot of the fans he meets are children. So do you guys have any thoughts on that? Do you guys agree with it, disagree with it? Like, what do you guys think?
It's probably a good thing long term. I mean, like, we definitely don't need to be swearing. Like, people who create content, like I don't know. I mean, unless like that's your real thing. Like, even me, like, I feel like I don't need to be swearing like all the time, but I still do. It's honestly a bad habit, I'd say. But I mean, just especially when you're talking to people, it's not something you really want to just swear a bunch. Like, it just kind of makes you look uneducated. But yeah, I think it's a smart move. If you got a lot of kids watching you, you should be a good role model, or at least try to be, I think. And I think he's doing a good job of that, so I applaud him. That's tough to do, too. It's probably also, he got some backlash, too, for saying something he should have said. And I think he's probably just trying to clean up his image in just the entirety of it. So, yeah, and to prevent things like that in the future, because I'm sure that wasn't fun for him. I'm sure he caught a lot of backlash for that, so, yeah. Seems like a smart move.
Yeah, what do you think, Berg?
That's sellout season. That's all you're
That too,
trying to
yeah, that too. Like,
sell out, make the most of the Fortnite shit, get the biggest bag possible.
And
now,
that's smart, though.
With
That's
the stop
smart.
swearing thing, the thing about that is, I think he said that he was also going to stop having streamers on this weird too. So another Fortnite streamer, Myth, cusses, and he said that he was no longer going to stream with Myth because Myth curses. But then, like, he'll have a rapper on. Like, he recently had Lil Yachty on, and Lil Yachty was cussing up a storm, and Ninja was just laughing about it. Like, so some people say he just said that shit so he could, like, buffet guard and, like, a reason to not to, like, collab with a Myth more on streams because he swears and stuff.
Yeah, that could be it, I
He
suppose.
actually had Myth on his stream yesterday, though, and uploaded a full-ass video on YouTube about it. So, like, playing with Myth. Like,
I don't know. That's weird. I mean,
I don't watch the motherfucker,
sure,
so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it helps him out too, like view-wise. I'm sure that guy's got a good following too. But yeah, I think overall it's a smart move.
Yeah, I just think he's trying to become like the face of the gamers, honestly. So like by doing that, he's trying to be a good role model and good face, like how LeBron's always been for like the NBA. He's always been a really good role model, never gotten in any trouble or anything. I think Ninja's kind of trying to do that with like the whole gaming thing, like being a good face for us.
Let's hit this next segment. So for today, we didn't have too many topics, so we kind of pulled something random out here. And yeah, with this, we are just going to be answering some random kind of funny questions, some things that just are really random, I guess. The first question is, if you are arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done? Nicholas, why don't you start us off? What did you do that got you arrested that everybody assumes you did?
All right, they'd probably assume, let me see. Definitely some like internet trouble. Like they know I'm not gonna be like in any like drug stuff or any like violent stuff. Like they know I'm not a violent person at all. So they definitely think some like internet trouble, like torrenting some stuff or having illegal movies or something.
Oh man.
It would definitely be some internet stuff like that. Like or either that or some tax stuff. Like they'd think I like tax fraud or something. It'd be one of the two though.
Tax fraud.
Like, it'd be one of the two.
Honestly,
what about
for me, my parents would probably think that I like talked back to a cop and then like they like called it like resisting or something. Like I got pulled over and I was mouthing off to the cop. That's probably what people would think. Because like I'm kind of a big mouth. I definitely don't know when to shut up sometimes. And I probably would like I've definitely been in a situation where I almost mouthed up to a cop once and I was like, no, don't say that. So yeah, and if you start mouthing off too, like that can go a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
Then they pull out the taser, they tase you, you're resisting, you like they can pull a whole bunch of stuff with that. Yeah, it'd probably be that though. But generally, I try to be respectful, but I definitely don't know when to shut up sometimes. What about you, Berg? What's the crime you're committing?
Being black in America is probably it.
I guess that's a good one. I don't know what else to say. Damn.
That's
depressing,
answer.
though. That's depressing at the same time.
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be funny, Berg. You said this was going to be funny. Now it's depressing. Man. All right.
Also, next joke?
Question. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was supposed to be funny and uplifting. You went
It's
there.
not uplifting. All right, next question. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory alcohol? All right, next question. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Man, that's a tough one. I thought of something really head-ass. I thought, like, women's volleyball. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny. Like college volleyball, like beach volleyball.
What do you think would happen if they were drunk, bake? Like, they just start making out mid-game or
Right?
something?
No. But I'm just... it just might make that...
Like, titties would pop out and they wouldn't care or something? Like, what do you think would happen?
If the mandatory alcohol amount was a lot, I mean, what else? What other sport would you really want to see this in? Like, you put it in baseball, the dudes couldn't hit. Like, it would be more boring, honestly. If you put it in basketball, I mean... they would just be trash too.
Now, you can't go ruin all the sports with alcohol. Nick, what's your answer?
I feel like it would ruin most
That's
of
what I was thinking. That's
a pretty good answer too. But
drunk people on ice, and it's already like a violent sport. Like they're always fighting a ton. Like hockey,
those drunk people riding around with blades on their feet. Some fucker would get drunk, put the blade on his hand.
Probably. Oh my goodness!
Like that shit would be dumb lit.
Damn.
Right? Like that'd be crazy.
That sounds
either that or like. I don't even know. Yeah, that would definitely be the best one. Maybe like if you go to like the Olympics, like skiing, like slalom skiing, like that'd be kind of funny watching someone try to do like ski down a hill drunk. Like that would be funny.
I'm trying to think of some other.
Or maybe like hurdles. Hurdles would be funny as shit too.
Okay, that's
like,
another good one too. Like track would be pretty funny as well.
Yeah.
Like seeing dudes hit the hurdles like that. Like there's nothing funnier than when
like
someone
the
hits a hurdle
vault drunk or some shit. That should be tragic. Like
I honestly think that might be the best sport. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that might be better than a hockey. Like someone might die in hockey. I think it would just be funny, like watching dudes just run on the track and fall. Yeah, that.
Bro, with hockey, I just see a bunch of dudes struggling skating, can barely skate, motherfuckers swinging sticks everywhere,
oh my
blades
God,
everywhere. Like hockey sounds crazy drunk. Like hockey sounds crazy drunk.
That'd be funny.
Bro,
that's a pretty good one. I wasn't even
Gymnastics would be fire too, though. Like,
would it though? Like, what would they be doing differently?
It'd just be a bunch of uncoordinated motherfuckers
They would just
instead
be
of
falling.
coordinated people.
Like they'd be trying. Like watching drunk people in general is just funny. So they'd be trying to do all these like backflips and shit, and like that would be hilarious. Like,
then they break their neck. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, see, that's what I imagine would be.
But you wanted to see people swinging sticks and hitting people with blades.
Because you're in hockey gear. You're in hockey gear, so you're protected. But motherfuckers gonna be busting their ass, swinging sticks, fighting. Blades gonna be where they shouldn't be. It'd be doubling.
Yeah.
It'd be doubling.
Yo, it would be pretty wild. That's a good answer. I honestly wasn't thinking of that one.
Lacrosse might be pretty good too.
Just no NASCAR though. Like we can't give them alcohol.
That'd be crazy.
No NASCAR.
Don't do NASCAR.
I was thinking about that one. I was like, no NASCAR. Can't do alcohol with that. But is there any other ones like that we're not thinking of? Like table tennis? I don't know. Is that even? Is table tennis even a thing?
Tennis wouldn't do it. Not bowl. Would bowling? No. Golf? No. Maybe like archery.
No, those are those are pretty boring.
I think we got the good ones.
Yeah, I think we got the good ones.
That's a good topic though. That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. I like that question.
All right, on to the next question. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? Take it away, Berg.
Why am I going first?
Because.
Just because.
That'd be an alligator.
Ooh.
Or is it a crocodile? I was watching some like Animal Planet Discovery Channel shit.
Yeah.
And like the way alligators operate is they run in gangs. So if you're an alligator, you get to be in a gang. That's dope.
Oh, that's
then
cool.
If you're like the king alligator, like you get all the alligator bitches, which is fire. Then you get to eat first too, right? So like, let's say y'all are in my gang or whatever. If y'all find some like a kill, you got to bring it to me so I can eat this shit. If I'm the king alligator, like being an alligator might be kind of lit if you're like the king alligator. Like I don't know.
But what if you're like the little bitch alligator? You're not the king.
Yeah.
No, that's not fun. Like all right, so a bitch alligator.
You don't know how you're gonna be born.
Bro, he challenged the king, and like the king bit his nose off. So like he's like a bitch forever now. Like he eat last. Like it was really
that
tragic.
Sounds terrible. Ooh,
but
that sounds terrible.
But I wouldn't be the bitch though. Like I'd be the king alligator.
No, you don't get to choose.
No.
I get to
choose. I get to choose. I'd be the king alligator.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, so you're saying you're a real life alpha now?
If I'm the gator, though, I'm getting bitches. I'm running my gang, and I'm eating all the food I want. Like it's amazing. But yeah, I'd be an alligator.
Swinging that
tail. Can I be like second in your gang?
Nah,
man, you could be the bitch alligator.
Like, yeah, you be my bitch.
Wow.
What about you, Nicholas?
Not being an alligator.
What kind of animal you gonna be?
Not an alligator.
So what you thinking?
Bro, I'm trying to think. I don't want to be something that flies. Like maybe an eagle. Like an eagle would be dope.
The fuck would you do with an eagle, Nick? The fuck would you do?
Eagles are like extinct. They're like dying. You picked a bad species.
So I'd be very rare. So like when people would see me, they're like, "Oh shit, it's Nick.
They
He's
capture
an eagle."
your dumb ass and put you in a zoo like the last living eagle.
They can't keep eagles in the zoo. It's against the law.
Really?
You can't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Huh. Eagles are very protected. Like you can't do shit to eagles. Like I got more rights than y'all do. Like eagles' rights are crazy. Like you can't touch an eagle.
Disgusting.
Yeah, because it's like first of all, it's like the bird of. Like
wait,
America.
Y'all.
Like
who is y'all? Who's y'all? Were you?
Who is y'all?
Me or Burke?
Everybody, people, every person. Like eagles.
That's a good question.
Eagles have crazy rights.
Yeah, like at first I was like, wait a second. He said y'all. Like, what do you mean by y'all?
Everybody. Like eagles have crazy rights. Like it's crazy. Like eagles are fire.
So you want to maintain your white privilege. What else do you want to be an eagle for?
Stop it. Bro, because I've always wanted to fly. They're kind of like majestic birds. Like they're really cool. They're really strong too.
Fuck.
Right? Yeah.
An airplane isn't an animal.
Stick your head out the window, goddammit.
Get you
an airplane isn't an animal.
Flying. Like what?
Bro, that's so different than actually flying. Like stop it. Actually, dude, I'm afraid of heights though. What would I
go parachute?
That'd be tragic.
So instead of an eagle, you'd probably be like a duck or like a chicken. One of the
birds.
No.
If I'm not an eagle, I'm a fucking dolphin. Dolphins are fire.
What?
Dolphins are so smart.
But dolphins, they get eaten by whales, don't they? And sharks.
Dolphins rape people too. Like what?
What?
Yeah, they do that.
What did you say?
Dolphins rape people. That's a thing.
No, dolphins protect humans.
No,
they definitely do that. That's definitely
I've never seen anything about a dolphin raping anybody. I've seen dolphins save humans' lives plethora of times. Never seen anything about them being raped.
You're going to SeaWorld too much. Dolphins are trash.
Right?
What?
Dolphins are not trash. I have met a few dolphins. I have fed a few dolphins in the wild, and they were all very
Give
nice.
us your best dolphin noise, and maybe we'll change our mind.
What are you talking about?
Yes, I have. I went fishing on a boat that a family friend had, on a boat, obviously, that a family friend had, and we were catching fish, and the fish that we couldn't keep because they were too small, we would just throw out, and there was this dolphin that was, like, following us, so we'd throw it to the dolphin, and, like, we made friends with the dolphin. It was really fire.
Yeah, as I said, give us your best dolphin noise, and maybe we'll change our mind. What is it? What you sounding like?
What noises do dolphins make?
You don't even know what a dolphin makes?
You don't know the noise a dolphins make, but you want to be a dolphin?
Yeah, right?
All right, what noise do a gator make, Berg? Let me hear it.
Gators don't make noise. They just open their mouths. Like, what?
Dolphins have a distinct noise, though. Like, what are you doing?
They do. Yeah, they do have a very distinct noise.
No. All right, hold up. I got you. Hold up.
You can't Google dolphin noises and, like, you're trash.
This man gonna play one in the background.
What about you, Bake? What animal do you want to be?
Man, I would love to be like a panther or like a cat, like a big cat though. Like I was watching.
Lion, okay.
Yeah, like a lion. Like that would be a good one too. Like that would just be fucking badass. Like running around really fast. I like to run. I don't know, just hunting. Like that's pretty cool. Like lions' dens always seem like a cozy spot. I don't know.
What are you doing?
What is this shitty? What
he
are
was
you doing?
answering, and now you playing dumb shit in the mic.
I made my dolphin noise. There.
That wasn't
you.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't even funny. What did you do that goofy shit for?
He gotta edit that out now.
I gotta edit that. I'm not editing that shit out. They gonna hear that stupid shit.
What was
you
that?
playing dolphins in the mic.
That wasn't even like a good dolphin sound effect.
You told me to make my dolphin noise.
No.
There you go.
See, there you go. But that was not very good either. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, let's hear your panther voice then.
Bro, panthers don't do it. They make noise because they move with silence.
Yes, they do. They roar. Let me hear you roar, Bake.
No, I'm not roaring in the mic, motherfucker.
Roar.
What? Nah, you getting way too excited off this. I'm not getting your rocks off for me roaring. But
this shit won't get my rocks off. It's a part of the cast. You can't be a panther if you can't roar.
Panthers, they move with silence. All right, you've never seen a panther.
No, they don't.
How many panthers have you seen?
More than you.
No, how many panthers you seen?
I've seen about 4.
That's a lie. You ain't seen no panthers.
Bro, I've been to 4 different zoos. Every zoo got a panther.
They're quiet.
I've seen 4 panthers.
They just prowl. They're quiet animals. And then when they attack, they start ripping things up, and then it just gets wild. But yeah, I think a lion or a panther would be pretty badass. But yeah,
okay.
That's the animal I'd go with.
Wow, for sure. All right, on to our last question. What is the sexiest and least sexy name? I'm gonna start off with least sexy. Like Gertrude or Franny. Both of those are trash.
Gertrude. Sorry. Who the hell is named Gertrude?
That's a name. It's definitely a name. Yeah.
Man, least sexy. I'd probably go with like Margaret or something. Ooh, that sounds bad. And most sexy, I go with Jade. That one sounds pretty good.
That's adorable.
That's a cute name. Like, what you mean? Like that name just like makes me smile.
Adorable, boy.
All right.
What about you, Berg? What you got?
What you got, Berg?
I'm not fucking a name, so I don't even know what this question is. Like,
there ain't no names. That's like,
bro. If you was a Margaret or Mildred and a baddie, I'm tearing your shit up. Like,
bro, Mildred was your answer. Your answer was Mildred. I didn't say Mildred. Bake didn't say Mildred. You answered Mildred.
I just said M names. But yeah, like I don't care about no fucking name. Like what?
Nah, I mean,
I thought that was a dumb question.
It's
bro,
a little
Beatrice
dumb.
is trash too.
I mean, the entire thing is just a bunch of silly questions. We should do more of these another time because we have a ton more. But these can be funny. I think the animal one was pretty good. But
Mila is a sexy name.
I suppose you just like Mila Kunis. That's the only reason why.
Nah, it's just in general.
If she didn't exist, you wouldn't even think that.
Nah, it's a sexy name. Like,
if she didn't exist, you wouldn't think that.
Nah.
What's the next segment?
Bro, I think that's a wrap.
That's definitely a wrap.
No, it's not. The podcast, we got a ton of shit.
Oh, no, I meant for that segment.
What? I thought that was a wrap
for the cast. What? You trying to get a 30-minute cast? Fuck out of here.
The Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals have begun. Good stuff there. The last game was just crazy between the Warriors and the Rockets. Like, it's super entertaining.
Shit wasn't crazy. What was crazy about it? They won by 13. Shit wasn't crazy. You don't think it's crazy
watching Harden go down? It's a bucket. Kevin Durant go down? It's a bucket. Like, it's so many superstars.
That shit would have been crazy if it was a close game. 13-point game. This shit wasn't crazy.
It was like a 2-point game for 3/4 of the game. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
like the Warriors
fourth
made
quarter,
a run and they
when
pulled
it
away.
matters, 13 points.
The Warriors made a 10-point run and pulled away. Like, that's what happens. Like,
the Warriors were up by double digits for most of the third.
Yeah, Steph Curry. That's the reason they made a run right then and there.
Steph Curry wasn't the reason. Clay and Durant was the reason.
What?
Curry dropped 18. Clay dropped 28. Durant dropped 37. Curry wasn't the reason for that shit.
Nah, he was the reason for the run though. He got a big steal, got a bucket off that. He got another couple of things. Like he was during the run. He had a couple of big moments. I mean, Durant was awesome in the first half. My goodness, he was like 7 for 10 or something crazy, and he finished with 37. That's pretty damn good. Nicholas over here like, oh, it's only 50% shooting, but
bro, all right,
it's 37.
Durant,
like, let's get a grip.
Okay, everyone was acting like Durant was having some like godly, incredible performance.
I mean,
like,
were you watching the shots?
Like it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It was a good game. He had a good game.
Are you a Durant hater or something?
Yeah.
Yes, I am a Durant hater. But he had 37 points. He had 37 points on 27 shots. He averages better in the regular season than the percentage that he shot last night. Like, is that amazing? I don't know.
It's in the playoffs. It's the Western Conference Finals. It's a dominant performance. Like, why are you hating on Durant?
37 in a big game, yeah. What do you think? The Rockets got a chance? Are they going to win 2 games? 3?
Bro, I don't think so. I thought they had a fun chance.
Series. Talk Celtics, Cavs. Fuck that series. Like that series.
I mean, that series. Oh, I just want to wrap it before we talk about the good series.
Bro, I think it is too. The fact that Harden dropped 41, Curry didn't have that great of a game, and they still lost by 13. Like
they'll make adjustments.
Unfortunately,
PJ Tucker gave him 1 point. He
what
played
adjustment
defense,
can you make to stop Durant though? Like.
You gotta try something. They don't
have nobody that can stick Durant, and then if Curry gets hot, like it's like it's a GG. Like
yeah,
they're bound to stop. They're bound to have an off game. Like they'll have an off game probably.
That series might go 5 if the Warriors wanted to go 5.
Really?
Like,
damn.
Yeah. I think the Rockets win a game, but I don't think they have a chance to win that series, unfortunately.
I like the Rockets for 2 games, but let's talk about the good series, which is the Celtics versus LeBron and the Cavs. I feel like this series is
why are we calling this series good when my Celtics busted the Cavs by like 25? Like, why is this the good series? Because I think
Game 2 might be a little bit different. I think Game 2 will be closer. Obviously, I want my Celtics to go up 2-0, but there's a good chance LeBron's going to come out with a vengeance today. By the time they're watching this, Game 2's already over, so this might have already happened. Maybe the Celtics won, maybe they didn't. But LeBron's up right now at he was up at 9:30 in the Garden, 9-10 hours before the game even starts, shooting jumpers, getting ready. He's going to have to be aggressive. There's no way he's going to let them just come out and destroy him like they did in Game 1. There's no way we get another beatdown like that. I'm a Celtics fan. That game went perfect. It went as perfect as you could expect any perfect game to go. It was the perfect storm. I don't think it happens again, but I do think Game 2 will be a lot more close, and I expect Kevin Love to have a better game. These guys, he was all right, too, in Game 1. He wasn't even bad, but the role players have to step up.
Do you think the Cavs lost on purpose?
No, absolutely not. They just missed shots.
On purpose.
They missed shots, and the Celtics made their shots. Just that simple.
So
you can watch
the first
during the run.
half of a football game. You might give up that half to get a team to show their hand, and then you make second half adjustments.
I don't think you do that because now if you lose tonight, which could happen, you're in an 0-2 hole. That's not smart. You don't put yourself in an 0-2 hole. That is not smart at all. And again, I know LeBron's going home and can win 2 in a row. He could win 4 in a row easily. But I don't think you want to put yourself in that situation. Especially where I hate LeBron saying, if you know my history, it's a feel-out game. That's not true. You kicked your ass last year.
You have to fill teams out.
That is big big fucking facts. You don't know how many times I've seen my Bulls beat LeBron into Game 1 just to get smoked the rest of the series.
That's what I just said. Y'all made me sound like I was crazy when I said, you think the Cavs lost on purpose?
I don't think the Cavs meant to lose. They weren't like, all right, I'm fine losing this game. But that shit just happens so much with LeBron teams. Them Bulls teams used to always win Game 1 and then lose the series.
Because they were better coached.
Buying into this shit.
Because they were better coached. They were coached for Game 1. They were ready. They were prepared. They came the Cavs were not prepared for Game 1. First of all, Their lineup, they got to change their lineup. Their matchups, they got to change everything. They already said they're gonna put what's his name on Al Horford, Thompson, which is gonna probably make him miss some shots. Thompson's a much better defender than Kevin Love. Kevin Love's good, but
Thompson's not that good of a defender, and those bigs can't guard Horford in space. Like the Celtics, run the offense to Horford a lot.
That's gonna be the tough part. He's been really killing it. I mean, Al Horford, it's kind of crazy to think about. This is a guy that never used to be able to shoot threes. Now he's shooting around 45 to 50% on threes. That's crazy for a big man.
He's willing to shoot on you. He can drive on you, and he can drive and kick. Like those bigs can't guard that. Like you saw him toast Embiid ass in that series. Like those bigs can't guard that. Simple.
Yeah. And I mean, Embiid should be a more talented player than him. I know he's dealing with the mask and everything. I think that definitely affected him. But
if Embiid could slow him down, I'm not sure if I'm that afraid of Tristan Thompson slowing him down. That's just my opinion.
He's a big body, though. Tristan Thompson's a big body, a little bit more bulky than Embiid. Embiid's a little lanky, a little stocky.
What?
Yeah,
Embiid's bulky.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
Embiid's
pretty built.
Yeah,
Embiid's pretty crazy. Like, yeah, you're crazy.
How much do he weigh compared to Tristan Thompson? Tristan Thompson, I feel like weighs
Embiid might weigh like
no way
300,
Embiid don't weigh more. Yeah, like what? What are you talking about?
Hold on.
He's like legit 7 foot, like damn near 300 pounds.
Embiid's got a crazy body. Like what? He was just playing soft.
Yeah, 250. He's got 20 pounds on him. Damn.
Nah, he weighs more than 250. Like he's huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a little lanky though. His legs are small.
No,
he's a man.
Embiid is a tank. Like
man, maybe I gotta see. I don't know. He looks soft as fuck in the first. He looks soft as fuck in that round. So I don't know what y'all talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. Like that man got bodied. Al Horford was great in that first round, and in the second round he's been good. But I don't know. Game 2 is gonna be tough. I'm expecting the Celtics to win this series. I said this before. I like Celtics in 7. I really do. I still think it goes 7, but I like us in home. We have yet to lose a home game at the point of me speaking this. I mean, could be different by tomorrow, the time this is out.
What makes you say Celtics in 7? Why don't you think y'all can get rid of them faster? Like,
I just think we don't play well on the road.
That team didn't look good down the stretch of the NBA season. They didn't look good in the first round of the playoffs. They look all right in the second round versus the sad Raptors, but like that team's
LeBron
not
James
that great.
Can turn it on pretty quickly, and it only takes. He could be
Father
down
Time
3-1,
is
and they're still
undefeated.
not done.
Like,
he could be down 3 games to none, and I still would be worried about them winning 4 in a row. They're a good team. At the end of the day, they're a good team. They got good pieces. Like Kyle Korver, good NBA player. He can score. Oh, come on. Kyle Korver's not washed. He's a good player. Kevin Love, still a very good player. Come on, man. Like, they've got good players
Kevin
on
Love
big
is
contracts.
so inconsistent. When he's on, he's fire, but when he's not, he's
when he's
trash.
on, he's so good. And he was on the other night, by the way. He looked good to start that game. They were winning. Like, they were up like 7-3 or whatever, and then the Celtics stomped on him for like a 20-2 run. Like, they missed their shots. It's just that simple. If they make their shots, it's gonna be a good game, good series. I think they do, and I still think this goes 7, but I think maybe the Celtics can will it out in a game 7 versus LeBron, which is not easy to do. I'll tell you that much. The Pacers were very close to doing that. I think the Celtics get it done. But
if it goes to 7, I'm taking LeBron, but I don't think it'll go to 7. I don't think that Cavs team is good.
What do you think, Berg?
I don't think they win game 6.
Celtics in 6, maybe even 5.
Celtics in 6.
I don't think that Cavs team is good.
I don't think the Celtics would win game 6 in Cleveland. I don't think that's how he's going to go out. I don't think that would be it. Because that could be his last game ever with Cleveland. I don't think he'd go out like that. I just don't see it. I'd love to see it, but I don't think it will. I think we go 7 games. LeBron's going to have some really crazy performances. We're yet to see a 40, 10, and 10 game.
I don't care about LeBron getting 40. Like, LeBron going to get his regardless, but his supporting cast is trash.
Yeah, but if he gets 40, 10, and 10, that means his supporting cast was making shots that night. Like, and that's going to happen. They're going to make those open threes. Kyle Korver, all he does is shoot threes. He's going to start making them. He doesn't shoot like 20%. Like, he's going to start making those shots.
The Celtics are pretty disciplined on defense, and they don't really have any matchup problems with that Cavs team. Like, I don't know what y'all are watching that I'm not seeing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cavs won the series, but at the same time, I don't see them winning. Like, I don't think that team's good. I mean, but they got LeBron. Again,
I'm just worried about the threes. That's the only thing that worries me is that they can hit threes.
What deadly snipers do they have?
Kyle Korver, Kevin Love,
when JR's on, he's deadly.
JR, when he's on, it doesn't matter if he's contested or not. He just hits it. And
he gets on, one game a series max?
No, he was on every game. He was on every game against the freaking Raptors. He swept them.
Everybody was on that game. That series was trash.
That team's trash.
That's the same sad team we've been seeing the past few years. Like, stop gassing them.
I mean, the Raptors' ass. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm worried they're gonna get hot from three. That's what I'm worried about. But I really think the Celtics are looking good. It's a good start to the series. Hopefully they win Game 2 tonight, and we also got the lottery too tonight, which could be big for the Celtics if we get lucky.
Series. Bro, the one thing about this series where I was like, they had, like, it was definitely a fill-out game. Like, the Cavs were giving y'all open threes. Like, the first game, they were giving y'all a ton of open threes and just not rotating and, like, just willingly let y'all shoot the three. Like, I don't know why they were doing it. Like, I swear they were throwing the game.
I think LeBron's going to do that, though. I think LeBron's going to let Marcus Smart shoot.
No, like,
because he knows he's not a good shooter.
Everybody.
Marcus Smart, they're letting Marcus Smart shoot.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, it was, y'all had so many open threes. Like, I don't know if you guys just weren't communicating on defense.
I saw the defense. The defense is terrible for the Cavs. That's not going to change. They just weren't getting, they were lazy. LeBron wasn't getting back. They looked lazy. That's what they look like. They look like they're tired and lazy.
Even in half-court sets, though, like, y'all would run, like, a familiar motion a lot, and, like, dudes would have open set threes. I'm like, what kind of defense are they playing?
Yeah, that's just laziness. The guys aren't getting them to shooters. They're not switching. They're not calling it up, probably. They're just being lazy. That's what it looks like, honestly. And that's, I mean, a lot of people have said that before with this Cavs team when they look bad. It's that their defense was terrible. They're not switching properly. They're not following their man. They're losing him off screens, and that was happening a lot too. Like, we got some guys wide open in the paint.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, again, I like the Celtics. They're running. They're seeing that weakness and attacking it. But Marcus Morris, he's got to keep it up, though. You got to keep doing whatever you can to stop LeBron. I don't know how. He forced him into some bad shots last game, and LeBron really looked off. He didn't look like LeBron at all.
But like his supporting cast is so bad. Like every time LeBron came down the court, like he got tons of attention. Like everybody's eyeing LeBron when like he brings the ball up.
He got double teams and everything. He was getting double teamed.
Yeah,
I like that too. I don't mind that. Marcus Smart got some steals. They played well. Like that was as good of a game one as I could ever expect, and I'm hoping game 2 is close to that. But I don't think it will be.
It'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that defense.
Cuts.
Yeah, they're not very good. The defense is not good. I mean, it's just that simple. Cuts, backdoor screens, all that kind of stuff. It's going to ruin this bad defense.
The cuts are terrible.
But I still... Nick, who do you have in this series? Because you haven't told me who you got in the series. I'm guessing you got LeBron.
I still got to say LeBron. Like, I don't know. Like... I feel like I'm going insane because every series it's like, oh, there's no way the Celtics keep on doing this.
But
like,
they keep doing that. They keep proving people
wrong. They do keep on doing it.
They
I'm
really
still go with LeBron. I've seen LeBron's teams lose hella game ones and then come out with the rest of the series and play well. Like I've seen it happen so many times against the Bulls and against the Pacers, against other teams. So I'm gonna say the Cavs in 7.
I don't think the Celtics and I don't think they lose Game 7 at home. I really don't. They've played this season. It's like it's magical. It just looks to be too good, and it just keeps going. And I just don't think we'd lose Game 7 at home. Like I really don't.
Those sad ass Bulls teams never had a chance versus LeBron. And I don't know what Pacers teams you talking about. I don't know what Pacers teams you talking about.
Those Pacers teams.
Are you talking about Paul George, Roy Hibbert Pacers?
Paul George, Dan Granger,
never
Roy
had
Hibbert.
a chance. Never had a chance.
They won game ones.
They had a couple of small
One of those
chances.
series went 7. The Bulls series were close too.
They had
the Bulls series. We almost went up 3-1 like 3 years ago.
The Bulls got screwed. Yeah, they had a chance. I remember that.
All those years we had so many injuries, but like it was like so convincing game 1 wins where it's like there's no way we could lose this, and then we just do. Like I don't know. I'm not betting against
that.
I'm not thinking there's no way.
Fan, from an outsider watching those series, I was never worried about LeBron in those series losing to those teams like ever. Like, no.
That one, the Derrick Rose where he hit the shot like that series. I thought they might lose that one.
Bro, that series though, they should have lost that. Like
they really should have. Yeah, like that one was pretty.
Like if you actually followed that series, I did. We would have went up 3-1, but the refs made a terrible call.
I've heard this tons of times.
Okay.
What's the next topic, boys?
From the NBA playoffs to the NBA draft, the draft lottery is tonight. By the time you're listening to this podcast, it will already have happened. I'm hoping my Bulls get a good lottery. I'm hoping we can get a top pick. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win the lottery?
Probably the Suns. Suns got the best odds. Yeah, we're pretty much just guessing. I'm guessing the Suns. I really wish this that happened last night so we could have talked about it. But yeah, I don't know. I still think the Celtics got a good shot that the Lakers pick. Could maybe get lucky and move up to 2 or 3. No. But again, it would take a lot of luck. I think it's about a 4% chance that could happen. But that's not that bad. I'll take it. I mean, the Cavs won the draft with worse odds than that years ago. So hoping for a shakeup. As long as we don't see Lakers picking at 10 or whatever it is, then hey, I'll be celebrating because that means they're in the top 3. So yeah, as long as they don't get number 1, that would be bad. But yeah,
what you think, Berg?
Any thoughts, Berg?
No, I hope the Mavs get a decent pick. It's a great draft. Like, I don't care about the lottery.
All right, for
I hope
me,
the Brooklyn pick sucks too. I hope somehow that falls backwards. I'd love to see that fall
bro,
backwards.
there's no way that shit falls. Like, it's 9 right now. Like, if it falls, some crazy shit would have to happen.
I hope it stays at 9. That's fine.
Or maybe 8, actually. I'm not sure.
I think it's 8.
But
yeah.
For me, the Bulls have the 6th best odds. The draft lottery is in Chicago. Chicago's one of the biggest markets. Like, I really think I think it's rigged, and I think they're gonna rig it for the Bulls this year. I really do.
I don't see that.
I think we're gonna get one of the top 3 picks.
No one gives a fuck about the Bulls anymore.
I just don't see that happening.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I hate to break it to
We
you.
will see what happens. I'm always trying to think of creative new ways to improve the podcast. So over the past week, I thought of a new segment idea called WTF. Essentially, I'll be the only one participating in this segment today. Hopefully, my 2 other hosts of this podcast will be a part of it next week, though. It's essentially just something you saw in person or on the internet that just was like made you say, what the fuck? Like some weird shit. So for me, I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw like a Tasty video, and they made like a s'mores burger, like a hamburger with fucking s'mores on it. So they like cooked up the meat and they put like marshmallows and and chocolate and then graham crackers on it. It was like some weird shit. Like it was really weird. And I was just thinking like, what the fuck? And I wanted to, talk about it. So yeah, that was one of the weirdest things I saw this week. So yeah,
I saw some chopped up fingers. I saw some like chopped up fingers on Twitter, but that's about it.
Chopped up fingers? Who do you follow?
A bunch of people, those stupid retweet this or bad luck or whatever. This will happen to you, stupid shit. It was like
I hate those.
Yeah, I hate that shit. So I saw chopped fingers.
But are we doing that what you're watching shit?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're about to do now.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is what you're watching or what the fuck, but I was watching this documentary on Netflix, and this dude got exploded on it, and then there's also a frozen body in it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of...
How did he get exploded?
And it was real?
Yeah, like...
Oh.
How did he get exploded? I'm wondering.
He had a
like
bomb strapped to him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And the police didn't think it was real, and then the bomb started going off, and he got exploded right there on the pavement. Then to get the bomb up off his neck, they wanted to protect the device so they can look at it. They cut his head off so they can look at the device without damaging the device, if that makes sense. And then in that same documentary, there's like a frozen dead body that this chick had in her freezer. It was really weird.
Damn, that sounds
what documentary was this?
Evil Genius.
Oh, I'm not watching that shit now.
That was super solid. It was super solid. It's about this.
I hate that stuff though. Like
I don't like it either, but it was super solid.
It sounded pretty good.
Like it's kind of about this baddie that just loses her fucking mind, but she's a baddie, so she gets a lot of guys around her to do her dirty work and to do things for her, and she kills a couple of her boyfriends too. It's really
That's pretty
solid.
crazy.
Damn, that does sound fire.
I guess that's a good way to segment. What you
watching? Hey.
There we go.
What you watching?
Nicholas, since you always seem to be watching the most, what you been watching?
What are you watching?
Yeah.
What you watching? Hey, finally finished The Office, boys. Hooray!
Did you cry during the last episode?
Oh, 100%. I cried a few times. I cried a few times. That shit was, whew.
That shit was definitely a tearjerker.
Season 9 as a whole was trash, but the last episode was...
Oh, no, I like Season 9.
The last 2 episodes were super fire. Super fire. Really good ending, honestly. I was really content with the ending.
So would you want them to bring The Office back now? Would you want them to bring it back? I would. Yeah. I love the ending, but I still would love to see more episodes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Because apparently that might be happening. There's a rumor out there.
If they bring it back, though, you got to have all the main characters. If you do something without... Really?
Yeah, why did they need to bring everyone back?
You need... Okay, the characters you need is Jim, you need Pam, you need Dwight. Those are kind of the only 3 characters you need. That's crazy.
But you just said Season 9 was trash, and that was the season without Michael. One of the seasons without Michael.
Well, so Michael already said what if it's brought back, he's not coming back. So that's already it's not happening.
Yeah, but people change their mind. People change their hearts.
If you do a show without Jim, without Pam, or without Dwight, that shit's gonna be whack. Like, you gotta have all those three. Like, that's the big fucking three. Like,
yeah,
with Michael, it was the big four. They already got rid of one. If they make it to like a big two, nah, not happening.
I don't know. I really like The Office, so I just like anything with Office, more of it. So hoping they do eventually bring that back. And what else have you been watching, Nicholas? I know you got a million things.
So finished that. Also watched a good amount of movies. A few movies I watched. I finally saw Infinity War in theaters. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. It wasn't as amazing as everyone on Twitter was saying it was, but it was good. It's definitely good.
I asked your bitch ass this. You never answered. Which was better, Black Panther or Infinity War?
That's tough. I saw Black Panther twice now, so I'd probably have to see Infinity War twice for me to compare.
What? Why do you have to see it twice?
Yeah. Well, because my family wanted to watch it, so I watched it a few nights ago with my family too. Yeah. That's tough. Dude, probably Infinity War.
Oh, you big trash.
I don't know. I just really like Iron Man. Like, Iron Man's my fucking favorite. And, like, T'Challa really wasn't that good of a hero. And they didn't have enough Killmonger in Black Panther, in my opinion. But both were still fire. But I also started rewatching 13 Reasons Why because the new season's coming out.
Thursday, isn't it Thursday that comes out? Oh,
yeah, the 18th.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm like,
that's going to be so
yeah,
good.
I think I'm like 5 or 6 episodes into that. Also, I finished the seasons of Barry and Silicon Valley. Both finales are fire. What else did I watch? Riverdale, bro. The new episode of Riverdale was crazy. Super crazy. The finale's Wednesday. Super excited for that. The 100, I think we can all agree that whatever they're doing in season 5 has been a movie. Like, that shit's
really
been amazing.
Year.
Like, bro, they've been cooking.
Someone said that it was the best episode ever, though. It was not the best episode ever, but it was a good episode.
Bro, that second episode of season 5 was one of the best episodes ever.
Oh, the second one. Yeah, this is the third, though.
The third one was crazy, too.
The second one was fire. I think I saw Howie, or whatever the fuck his name is, on Twitter. He said the third was, like, the best episode ever. Like, what did you watch?
It was good.
That shit was insane. Dog, that shit was a movie, though.
I definitely seen a few people say that, but it was really good. It's a good season. Really good show, man. Like, that show is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
that's
what I'm watching.
There's a new show on Netflix called Safe. It has Michael C. Hall, who plays Dexter in Dexter. So I watched an episode of that last night with my pops. That show was actually, the first episode was really good. I'm going to continue to watch it, and I'll let you guys know how it ends up being. But yeah, I enjoyed that. So I think that's all I've been watching.
20 minutes later, that's all you've been watching.
Is that all, Mickey?
That's it?
I think that's it.
We were being sarcastic.
Yeah.
We would definitely.
What about y'all?
Man, I've been watching pretty much nothing. I've been outside. Like, I watched the birds or the sunrise or something. I mean, I watched a little bit of The 100, as you said, and I watched some Survivor. Been watching seasons of that. It's been pretty entertaining. I really like Survivor, man. I should start watching it on TV, but I hate watching commercials, man. Commercials are the worst. But yeah, been enjoying Hulu. I think I watched a little bit of One Tree Hill, too. I really like that show. Good show. If you like the, I'm trying to think of like comparison. If you like Friday Night Lights, you'd like it. Friday Night Lights is a good show too. But yeah, I love how Hulu literally took all the shows that Netflix had on, and then they dropped. They put it on Hulu has them now, so that's kind of nice.
Hope you guys enjoyed episode 8. Don't forget to follow us on the SoundCloud. What else are we on? iTunes and all that other shit.
Twitter,
YouTube. Use hashtag TheYuckCast to ask us questions.
Hey, leave a like if you're watching on the YouTube video, fan.
Oh, yeah, leave a like. Share it with your friends.
Feel free to comment what weird-ass fucking animal you want to be or what you get arrested for or whatever the other dumb shit we asked. And
again, tweet questions at us with the hashtag
Don't tweet that shit.
Nah, tweet some shit at us. Tweet us questions.
I think we having whack questions. I'm going to be honest with you. They be having big trash questions.
Hey, we got a couple good questions this week. That was
a good question we had this week.
Oh, jeez.
I like the high school going into college one.
Damn.
I ain't trying to get these motherfuckers life advice. Like,
why not?
Motherfucker, you ain't even finished college, neither did Berg, and I ain't even finished college.
I'm on my way.
Nah, you've been saying that for a couple years now. You on your way. When you gonna graduate, B?
That's a question for you. When you gonna graduate, B?
When the time is right. Like,
same.
I'm glad we settled that one.
Episode 8 out. We done. We out of here.